Steve, I'm going to try to demonstrate a simple process honing a razor with these three basic elements: the king, and I have my microscope here, but I want to begin with, this is an image of my son's hair. This is about 100 microns thick or wide. So take the razor over the microscope. So I got a king scratch pattern here. We'll take away this image. This is in my queue there. Okay, here is the king scratch pattern in its full glory. Deep scratches that go all the way to the edge. We have a false edge build up here, as you can see, very ragged looking. These scratches go all the way down to the base of the bevel, which is important for anybody to try to recognize and build their scratch pattern, their bevel on the base like that, all the way from the base. Okay, so, I'll take a photo of that that king scratch pattern and the edge. Okay, so next we're going to take the king out of the picture here, and I have my worn out Atama and this kiita, handheld kiita. So moderate slurry, easily made, and what we're going to do is deplete the slurry. And notice how yellow it is right now, the slurry. I'm going to make it very dark here. Already you can see how the slurry has changed color. I hope you can anyhow. So what's happened is we're depleting the slurry, and the stone is absorbing some of the moisture. So the slurry is thinning, drying, a little bit of both. Okay, now you can really see how dark the slurry is. It got really gray. And by the time we come back to this stone, that slurry is going to look drier. Okay, I rinse off the the razor. And we'll go to the microscope, get another view. So we have completely transformed the edge from that king. We have a perfectly formed kasumi finish now. Take a photo of that. And the edge is becoming quite straight now. So my little technique here is, I guess that's about as good a focus as I can get. Okay, next thing I'm going to do, go to the strop. And the microscope. Dry that off really good. Okay, so that stropping polishes the edge and reveals the structure of the edge by removing any false steel, thin tongue steel that's just hanging loose there. Okay, so this razor right now should pass an HHT. Let me get a piece of hair. This is my son's hair. His hair is pretty long these days, so I've got a good crop. Okay, so that was a 4. That was bordering on a 5. And that was a 4. It came back, but I'm holding the hair about a 1/4 inch away from my finger. That's where it's cutting. So we're at 4s and 5s here, no problem. Okay, what I'd like to do next is revisit the stone, and this just calms down the edge a little bit and reestablishes a light scratch pattern. That's it, 3-4 strokes at the most, on that slurry that became a little bit drier. There's still some slurry left there, but it just dried out a good bit. Okay, and up to the microscope. You'll see we've left a little footprint of the kiita on the blade now. It was brightly polished. Now we have just the faintest scratch pattern right at the edge and a little bit of the kasumi finish. We went from the bright, polished, stropped look to another kasumi finish. Okay, and then I could have taken a photo, I wish I had, of after the first stropping, but okay, we'll revisit the strop. That was 12 passes. Here's how the edge looks now. Slightly brighter. The edge looks quite a bit crisper. And go back to the hanging hair test. Now, hanging hair test aside, I have shaved off this same edge several times, and I found even against the grain it's a super edge to shave with. Okay, so that was a 5, easy 5. I'm holding it half an inch away from the razor, and it just lays down on the other side. The hair is a little bit crooked. That is just balancing, that hair is just balancing on the razor there. It came off so gently. And these are just laying down silently on the other side of the razor. So these are all 5s. Anyhow, I'm going to send you this stone. One way to use it. You have other ways. Let's see where we can meet in the middle here somehow.